to the inaugural season of women's professional volleyball on 96.1 The Game.
Grand Rapids rises to the occasion. They're winners in their opener.
Tonight's Grand Rapids Rise match is presented by University of Michigan Health, West, a proud legacy, a bold future, Meyer, a Midwestern family-owned superstore, Orthopedic Associates of Michigan, and by Morning Bell, breakfast, lunch, brunch, nearby.
And here we are, 1 point away. The lights go down, the people come up here at Van Andel Arena.
Now, time to head courtside at Van Andel Arena with your announcers, Dan Hasty and Katie Olson.
And a very pleasant Saturday afternoon to you. Thanks for spending part of your day with us and with the Grand Rapids Rise. They take on the Columbus Fury. The second meeting between these two teams. It's a rematch from opening night. It's a night that the Rise were able to pick up their first franchise win, and they're looking for some of that same energy this afternoon. Dan Hasty, my partner Katie Olson, they're looking for that same energy, partially because they've lost their last three, but they're also back in front of their home fans. You imagine that's got to help.
Yeah, that's a huge game for the Rise, and honestly the Columbus Fury as well. They are on a 4-game winning streak right now. The Rise are looking to upset them here in their home court.
We'll give you a look at those starting lineups. They're currently being introduced right now. Why don't we send things down to Schmitty, who's got a list at the starters for Grand Rapids. Schmitty says it, it must be true. The Rise and the Fury, round 2 of this matchup. Grand Rapids comes in at 3-4. The Columbus Fury are 4-2. Let's go ahead and take a look at those starters. First, for the hosting Grand Rapids Rise, Claire Chaussee on the outside. Maren Grote, one of the middle blockers, as is Alyssa Jensen, who's in after a couple of injuries for this Rise squad. We'll talk about that in just a little bit. Other outside hitters, Simone Abbott. The opposite is Amelia Dimitrova. The setter is Ashley Evans, who will start us off with the serve, and Sarah Sponsel, the libero, for Grand Rapids in the white jersey. On the other side, for the Fury, Raynell Jones, Rise Santos, Reagan Cooper, one of the best players in this Pro Volleyball Federation, coming off a Player of the Week nod. Ashley Wenz, Megan Courtney Lush, and Caitlin Horde, the middle blocker for the Fury. Their head coach is Angel Perez, one of the great and dominant players overseas, who had an unbelievable career in the international scene. So we'll get a look at his squad momentarily. And Katie, you think about what this game is. It's no Nia Grant, it's no Kayla Caffey for the Rise, but also Columbus is going to be shorthanded too.
Yeah, we don't see Asia O'Neill out there. She's only played in a couple matches this season, so they're also pretty hurt down in the middle there, but they do have very strong middles. Caitlin Horde and Raynell Jones are tough blockers to play against. That's something that the Rise are going to have to really make sure that they're hitting around those blockers. You do see Alyssa Jensen, who formerly known as Garvelink. She's from Holland, Michigan, getting her first start in her hometown. It's got to be super exciting for her. I know that her family went ahead and purchased a ton of season tickets as soon as they knew that she signed here.
A little Michigan State flavor for this contest today. Our referees look like this. Our second referee is Bill Thornburg. Our first referee is Young Park. Kathy George is the head coach of the Grand Rapids Rise, much like Alyssa Jensen. A very long and storied career at Michigan State, albeit Kathy George is maybe a little bit longer in her 2 decades with the Michigan State Spartans. So there is a connection there between head coach and player. There's also a connection, some Ohio State flavor on this Columbus Fury side. Valeria Leone, Ashley Wenz, Janasia Moore among them. Megan Courtney Lush has the volleyball, and we are ready for PVF action here in Grand Rapids. We're ready for volleyball. We hope you are. It's the Grand Rapids Rise and the Columbus Fury on a Saturday afternoon in GR. When you think about what recent history has showed us, Grand Rapids coming off of 3 straight losses. Meanwhile, 4 straight wins for the Columbus Fury. Megan Courtney Lush is ready for volleyball. We hope you are, and we are underway. Looking for Claire Chassé, handled there, and the Fury have a chance at their first point. They've got it.
Reagan Cooper doing what she does best, hitting that nice line shot just over those blockers.
1-0 in favor of Columbus. Set number 1 in GR. Really good crowd on hand here today. There's a service error, and we're tied at 1. Rise get their first point the easy way. Sends Claire Chassé back to the line to serve for GR. Had a dynamite performance, albeit in a loss against San Diego last time out. Nearly got the ace, but instead Cooper puts it over, and there's a quick return by Grand Rapids.
You know,
a net infraction or a swing and a miss makes it 2-1 on the Rise side.
There we go. Saw Alyssa Jensen go up with 2 hands. You know, they just took away that rule of NCAA double, so go ahead, Middles.
Another serve for Chassé. Was tapped down there by Jensen, and a free ball comes over to GR. Evans, Jensen, and it's 3-1 Grand Rapids. Getting the middle blocker involved, 3-1 GR.
Really love that choice by Ashley Evans. Running your middles in transition makes the blockers on the other team work.
Talk more about that rule change, by the way.
Yeah, so now it is legal to double contact. It was like a setter rule basically, and it kept a lot of the other players from setting that ball. Now you're gonna see a lot more middles come out and take some of those balls in the middle, which as a setter, I cringe a little bit, but you know, to further this game, we'll see how it works next year.
See if they can make that work. Ashley Wenz picks up the kill for the Fury, and they've got the serve. A block. Kept alive momentarily, but not long enough. The Rise take a 4-2 lead. Out goes Sarah Sponsel. And Alyssa Jensen back to the service line for GR. A little bit low and into the net. Both teams with a service error here in the early go. As Jensen goes off. A little too long that time, and make it 5-3 on the GR side as that serve goes a little bit too far from Wenz.
Real nice dodge there by Claire Chassé. I honestly thought that ball was pretty close to in there.
It's about what you do sometimes, it's about what you don't. Amelia Dimitrova serves for GR. Chance near side, Cooper blocked. That's Ashley, check that. That was Ashley Evans getting in on the party. 6-3, GR's off to a good start here on Saturday. Gives it to Dimitrova again. Leone, Cooper. And it's 6-4. You were kind of talking before this contest, you were saying you don't want to get blocked today. You were really putting a big focus on that.
Yeah, the Columbus Fury has 2 very decorative blockers, Caitlin Hort and Renelle Jones. They were known in college for leading the Big Ten in blocks. So coming out here, you're really trying to thumb up, thumb down, get away from that block. It does have to do a lot with Ashley Evans and her setter choice. As a setter, your role is to get one-on-one blocks, get seams in the block for your attackers.
Rise got that point right back, make it 7-4. Simone Abbott with her first serve of the day. Doesn't throw it up as high this time, kind of a set foot serve. There's a block right in the middle from Maren Grote, and it's 8-4 GR.
Yeah, it looks like Simone Abbott is taking on the float serve versus the jump top serve today.
What makes someone want to change from one to the other?
I think right now it was just a consistency thing. And it's a little bit harder, in my opinion, to pass a hard float serve than a top spin serve.
That one into the net. Now an opportunity, Raynell Jones, the middle blocker, from right in between the middle of the back service line. Chassé, Evans back to Air Claire. And it's handled, or is it?
We got a net violation on the Columbus Fury. That was a great dig back there by Raynell Jones. Throwing a middle back there straight, lined up her shoulders perfectly.
How did you see that? We're like a million miles away. We're as high as you can get in Van Andel Arena. Well done, Katie. Maren Grote to serve for GR. And how about the first ace of the day, and it goes to the former Husky. Maren Grote makes it 10-5, and the Rise are off to a good start, and we've got a timeout for the Columbus Fury. We've also got a timeout here from Van Andel Arena. 10-5, the Rise in control in set number 1 here on Rise Radio.
Okay.
Fury's a pro, signed in July, activated February 14th.
She got 25 kills in her opening match, coming out with the bang.
Back set and across court, side out on Lasariva. First touch, making an impact in her home debut. Double change of speed, right over the double block, Lasariva. I think Ana Lasariva's making some fans fast in her home debut.
Looking like a baddie, I show up and make them stop. Wanna know my name so badly, cause I run this whole block.
Gear up with the official Pro Collection apparel today. Available exclusively at renathletics.com and provolleyballshop.com.
Really make themselves competitive, but so far it looks like Kathy George's team is responding.
Yeah, right now for the Rise, they need to keep their consistency into the second half of the game. I see them start off hot a lot of the games and then tail off in those last 5 points, so really pushing through the rest of the set.
Maren Grote to the service line for GR. Second block in the first set.
Ashley Evans does a great job of lining up on that right shoulder of her outside attacker, really setting that block for Maren to close. Really gives Courtney Lush nowhere to go.
Nearly got another ace out of the deal that time. And that one a little off target, and the Rise have their largest lead probably since their last home contest that we saw when they took down the Atlanta Vibe. The only team in the PVF that's beaten Atlanta twice. 7-point Rise lead. Grote back to serve it again. They had to go a long way to get that. They'll have to settle for a back row attack, and that goes a little too long. 13-5 GR. This is saying something against what might be the hottest team in the PVF in Columbus.
Currently, that's great. A lot of the serving has been very strong on the Rise end, causing a lot of out-of-system balls for the Columbus Fury. Takes them out of their routine of really throwing in those middles.
And then naturally the serve goes a little bit too long. You know how this goes. 13-6. It's like when somebody's at the free throw line in basketball, you talk about how they've never missed. Evans, fight at the net, diving play, Dimitrova keeps it going, and Chassé pounds it through. It's handled once again by Air Claire. Back row attack, Abbott too strong, and the point goes to the Fury. That play was kind of a helter-skelter scramble for the volleyball. And now it's 13-7 GR here in set number 1. Columbus with Leon pounds it over. Near side, Dimitrova attack. And the Fury set up, trying to get themselves back in action and in order. A look for Claire Chassé, and it doesn't get much easier than that. Here, Claire makes it 14-7.
Claire loves that hard shot into the 4-5 seam. Really, in front of that 10-foot line, it's really hard for the libero on the other team to reach that.
Battle for the next point. Grand Rapids will have the best look. They go to the opposite side, and Amelia Dimitrova welcomes everybody to Van Andel Arena. 15-7, GR's lead is 8. And that makes the Rise first to 15 today. Evans pounds it through. Columbus setting up for the tap. Diving play to keep it alive from Chassé. Free ball to Columbus while GR collects itself again. Abbott saves it on the attack. Back to Chassé, taps it through, and Columbus handles. Back row attack, and a point for the Fury. Looked like they got Leon involved that time. Rather, Santos, beg your pardon, 15-8. Back to Megan Courtney Lush. Serves for Columbus. Chassé down to get it. Dimitrova tried to throw the changeup that time to no avail. Abbott with a diving play from the back row. They set up Sachet.
Looks like we have another net violation on the Columbus Fury.
Point, Grand Rapids make it 16-8. And Angel Perez, quick to our official, trying to get things a little bit set up. Chassé to serve for the Rise. Good play by Sponsel. They look for Simone Abbott. Pounds it down and hits the line. Point GR. 17-8. This might be the biggest lead in Rise history. You can see it just tucked itself in.
What a great system we have here. The Bolt 6 ability to see it. There's no questioning that it is in.
That's how you know it's official around here. 17-8, Grand Rapids on top. Claire Chassé back to the service line for the Rise. Took a little something off that time. Fury go right to the middle, and it's pounded down by Caitlin Horde, the former Nebraska Cornhusker.
Looks like Columbus Fury is going to have a serving sub come in here.
That sub is Ivania Ortiz, native of San Juan, Puerto Rico. Had that high arching serve. A look for Grand Rapids, and Simone Abbott swings the right hand to make it another point for GR.
And here we go with GR's serving sub as well. We have Camila Gomez coming in for Alyssa Jensen.
Camila Gomez, who's been involved in some of the big moments already in this early franchise history, with a chance to send it over. She does. Fury to set up, and a big swing of the right arm from Columbus gets the point. Raynell Jones makes it 18-10. Subs on both sides.
We got Gabby Blossom coming in as the setter for the Columbus Fury.
Meanwhile, Kathy George is trying a little bit of personnel movement as well. Gomez out. Sarah Sponsel returns.
We don't talk enough about this. I feel like the serve and pass game of volleyball is something so important, and that's why we're seeing such a big differential right now. And I think that's why they're bringing in Gabby Blossom, get someone behind the service line, also adding a blocker to the front row instead of having Rai Santos up there. So they're going with a little bit of a bigger block here to see if they can.
And you have to when you're down by 8 at this point in the first set. You got to do anything you can to try and change the momentum here.
You do. So right now for the Rise, it's very important that they get this first ball kill. So right off of the serve, get a good pass, good set. And then on the other end, you're thinking Gabby Blossom back here. She wants to really work on getting the Rise out of system.
Things being talked over with our officials right now, trying to make sure everyone is in order. Young Park is our first referee, Bill Thornburg our second. And perhaps, are they looking at something here, Katie?
You know, honestly, I'm not sure. I'm wondering if they're working on getting the subbing changes. Making sure that it was all legal.
It is a phenomenal turnout here today. We were expecting around 5,000, somewhere in that neighborhood. Just the 4th time we've had Grand Rapids Rise volleyball here since the inception of this franchise. It's their 8th match overall. And it's a very busy 24-hour stretch here inside Van Andel. Last night, the Grand Rapids Griffins were here. Lost 2-1 in a shutout. It's their AHL hockey team, the feeder team of the Detroit Red Wings. And then the Rise today. Then the NBA G League is here tonight. Back to live action we go. Evans to Grote, blocked out in front, and a point for the Fury. Raynell Jones makes it 18-11, and Angel Perez pushing the right buttons here to get a couple points. Evans for Grand Rapids, Dimitrova. A little too long. And the Fury starting to wake up. They've got 3 straight. Serve goes to Gabby Blossom. And it's into the net, 19-12. Service air sets up Grand Rapids with Amelia Dimitrova. She's also been, like Reagan Cooper, a Pro Volleyball Federation Player of the Week. She had a dynamite match against Atlanta the last time the Rise were here. Sponsel handles the attack. Simone Abbott taps it over and gets the point. It's back to an 8-point Rise edge.
Great job there by Simone Abbott, avoiding the net on that tight set by Claire Chaussee.
Easy for you to say.
I'm struggling there.
Timeout on the floor. Glad I didn't have to say it. 8-point Grand Rapids lead. We'll step aside. This is Rise Radio and TV, presented by University of Michigan Health West.
Week 6 of Pro Volleyball Federation play continues again, and tonight's main event is Pro Volleyball.
This is Pro Volleyball right here, a power swing.
Thomas Ilara. Chaussee, back row brilliance. Tom Cobb picks out tap. We've got ourselves a match.
We gonna take it, gonna.
Over the Columbus Fury. We're in set number 1. Dan Hasty, Katie Olson from Van Andel Arena. An outstanding crowd watching along with us on this Saturday afternoon. Grand Rapids serves. Columbus looks to attack near side, and it's tapped. A diving stop by Dimitrova. Back row attack for Chaussee. More of a free ball. Meanwhile, Maren Grote gets her hands on a block. We get a whistle. And a point for GR. Looks like a net touch on Columbus, and it's 3 straight for the Rise.
Yeah, Renelle Jones just couldn't avoid that net right there. Great stop by Maren Grote.
Puts it back to Dimitrova.
If I were Gabby Blossom right here, I'd be looking for Reagan Cooper.
That's been a very good business plan for them as of late. She's the reigning PVF Player of the Week. Service error. She totaled 66 points, had 58 kills and 33 digs over 3 matches to give her that Player of the Week back on the 27th. And she's been one of the biggest catalysts as to why they've turned their season around.
Yeah, she just had 29 kills on their takedown versus Orlando Valkyries on the 3rd. Huge for that game.
And there she is at the service line. Played collegiately at Kansas. She was Rock Chop Jayhawk. Meanwhile, Kathy George trying to make some moves as well. But this Fury squad, a very experienced one, 45 years of pro experience. And of course, being in Columbus, you got to have Buckeye representation. They've got 3 former Ohio Staters. Attack with a little tap, and down it goes with a block from Maren Grote. 22-13, GR is in command. Would you call that more of a block or more of a kill? Because it looked as almost as she had a choice on where she wanted to go with that.
Yeah, so it's just a little bit of a block throwdown.
Opposite side attack, that one a little bit too far. Out of bounds it goes, and the Rise lead it by 10. They're having some fun on that GR sideline.
Definitely are really getting the crowd involved too.
Simone Abbott staying low to the ground for this serve. Over it goes, Columbus on the attack. Handled by GR. Evans to Dimitrova. And the Fury recover. Going back this way, tapped, partially blocked. Grote was able to get it. It may have rolled off her shoulder. And now the Fury have a chance to get the point. Simone Abbott keeps it alive for the Rise. They look for Claire Chassé, but a block. And the Fury get the point on a long volley. Still a 9-point lead for the Rise. Raynell Jones to serve for the Fury. Chassé recovers and gets it back. A big swing of the right arm, and it's deflected and recovered. The Fury out in front. They slam it through, and Simone Abbott gets it down. Now the Fury have a chance. They tap it over. Sponsel with a dig. Opposite side attack. Dimitrova gets dug out by Columbus. And now a block at the net. Is that Claire Chassé? She can do it all. With the block, and it's a 10-point Rise lead. It's set point here at Van Andel Arena. And with the way they have dominated this first set, this entire arena rises to its feet. Maren Grote to serve. Columbus setting up shop, handled by GR. Grote sending it to the back row, and a free ball back for Columbus. Looking for action at the net. Tapped over, and a point for Columbus. So they live to see another serve.
Maria Schlegel did a great job of using Claire Chassé's hands and being able to take that tip out of bounds.
Rise Santos, the setter, and a former Arkansas Razorback. They're still standing here at Van Andel. Chassé handles, they set it up for her, and Claire Chassé seals set number 1. Claire getting vertical, and the Rise have a 1-0 lead.
it was beautiful. Their serve and pass game was really on point. I would expect the Columbus Fury to come out a little stronger on their passing. You saw it at the end where they were able to run a lot of their middles. The Rise did do a pretty good job of controlling that.
So a very convincing first set win. Fury now looking for some answers. Their head coach, Angel Perez, has done an outstanding job the last 4 matches, getting his team into a position where now they're sitting in the top 4. You know, a lot of people forgot, especially after the way the season began for the Fury, they lost their first 2 matches, that they were right there, neck and neck with Grand Rapids. These 2 teams we're watching this afternoon, we're sitting at numbers 3 and 4 of the preseason polls. And Katie, it was Columbus that actually had a first place vote, not the Rise.
Yeah, that is very true. Right now you're seeing the Columbus Fury, after those 2 losses that they started off this season, they turned it around. Reagan Cooper got more involved in their offense. You saw a little bit of Asia O'Neal come in to a couple of the sets and then pull back out. They're really just adjusting to how the team chemistry feels, getting each other, as a setter, knowing what each hitter likes. They're really in the flow right now.
Plenty of room to dance here at Van Andel Arena. Starting set number 2. After the good start for the Rise, now they've got a chance to capitalize. Do not forget, the last time the Rise played was their match at San Diego. They lost 3-2 there. They have won first sets during this 3-game losing skid. So it's really going to be about trying to keep up that energy and that consistency.
Yeah, really coming out, starting the second set strong is something the Rise need to push for.
It was Omaha and Atlanta who were considered at the top of the preseason polls. Grand Rapids with wins, actually 2 of them over the Vibe. The other one over this Columbus Fury squad. That happened on opening night in GR. Ashley Evans serves for Grand Rapids, and set number 2 is underway. And the service error starts us out in the second set, 1-0 Columbus. That gives it to Caitlin Horde for Columbus. Set foot serve, and is it too long? Yes, just barely out of bounds.
Simone Abbott there got lucky with her right hand missing that ball.
Look how close. Not that close. That actually hit closer to the Grand Rapids Rise logo. It looks very close, but it's actually a little farther than you might think. This one a little farther than that, Chasse. And right now it's a battle of service errors here in set number 2.
Trying to find the balance between a hard-driven serve, but also in balance right now.
Columbus with Ashley Wenz. This one returned and recovered by Columbus. Near side, Reagan Cooper swings the right arm and gets the point, and the Fury have responded with 3 of the first 4 in set 2. Wenz once more for Columbus. And this is exactly how Angel Perez wants this group to respond, but another service error. There's been a lot made of service errors in this league to start this season. Those numbers are up. Everyone trying to kind of find their bearings. And there's another one. That time it was Alyssa Jensen. It's 4-2 Columbus. So Reagan Cooper's now got a turn. Chasse to Evans. Dimitrova bangs it through, and it's 4-3. The Rise deficit is 1.
It's going to be important right here for both these teams to get their serving a little more under control. See what Dimitrova can do.
Dimitrova, who had 8 points in that first set, she hits it into the net.
Must
Well,
have
this
a
is like
weird
when a
wind.
virus attacks your computer.
Got a real weird wind in here. Maybe the air is just a little different.
Gotta power this computer down. Raynell Jones nearly had one of her own. Grote able to keep it alive. And down it goes. Nice play at the net. Rai Santos makes it 6-3 Columbus. Jones gets an ace, and the Fury are in command in the second set. Wow, what a response here in the start of set number 2 after a dominant performance by GR in set 1. And here comes Columbus. A chance for a little recovery. Simone Abbott handled by the Fury. They've got another shot. Chassé keeps it going. Evans for Abbott once more. The Rise stay afloat. They get it to Sponsel. Evans, back row attack. And a point for GR. Amelia Dimitrova gets a much needed point for the Rise.
Being a lefty and going right down that line, attacking at Renelle Jones, the middle.
Simone Abbott serves for the Rise. Little tap over, Chassé. Grote, it's a chance at the net. Kind of a short free ball of sorts. Courtney Walsh. And a point for the Fury as the Rise can't handle it. What's the difference so far between what we're seeing now and what we saw in the set before?
I think right now for the Rise, they're a little out of sorts on their serve receive. We're seeing a lot of aces or out of system passes. And then for the Fury, they are serving tougher, which makes the Rise out of system.
Columbus serves. Evans near side, Dimitrova. Handled in the back corner. And now the Fury get blocked at the front, and they've got another chance. Swatted. Another block. Lot of action at the net. And a miss. They tried to get it to Caitlin Horde, and the Rise, the lucky beneficiaries of a point, make it 8-5. The Rise deficit's 3. Now Maren Grote with another opportunity for GR. Big swing right in the middle, and Horde gets that point right back. Well, at least if nothing else, I think we're past the service error plague that began this set.
Oh, I sure hope so. You better not jinx them right now.
We're good. Evans, Chassé, there's a point. Can't set it up any better than that. Evans to Air Claire. It's 9-6.
There we go. Ashley Evans jump setting that ball, pulling Caitlin Horde away, allowing Claire Chassé to have that single block.
Ashley Evans serves for the Rise. Runs her way up. And the Fury looking for Reagan Cooper. It's been a really good strategy as of late. Sponsel for Dimitrova, who finds the back corner. Sponsel, who is very experienced as a setter as well, makes it a 2-point match. Evans will get it again, and this is a big point if Grand Rapids can get it. And we're down by a bunch. Blocked. Abbott for Evans. Quick tap. Chassé wanted to go up and get it too, but hers into the net. And the Fury regain that 3-point advantage. It's kind of a split-second decision there for Chassé, and she tried to go with the surprise attack. Columbus serves. Sponsel, Evans, back row. Dimitrova makes it 10-8. The Rise deficit back down to 2.
Dimitrova is such an intense player for the Grand Rapids Rise. I definitely feel like she looked at Ashley Evans and said, give me the frickin' ball. I'm going to put this down. We're not out of this game.
Such a momentum play, this game. Chassé serves. Columbus goes near side, and it's tapped by Reagan Cooper. And they get it down just in front of the diving Ashley Evans, make it 11-8 Columbus. Rise have not been able, you see how that one hit right on the line, have not been able to close it from about that 3-point deficit so far here in set 2. They've got a 1-0 lead. Ashley Wenz, the opposite, from nearby Springboro, Ohio. Abbott to Evans. Had to go out of the way. Abbott partially blocked. Columbus looking for Reagan Cooper. Sent right back. There's a block and a point for the Rise. Dimitrova and Jensen, the 1-2 punch. Alyssa Jensen serves for GR. Handled. Columbus with a 10-foot attack. Evans at the net. Grote couldn't get what she wanted. Big swing by Jones, and it goes down, and that lead again holds at 3 for the Columbus Fury. A much better second set for Columbus here today. Team with all kinds of momentum, having defeated Omaha, Las Vegas twice, and then Orlando. Evans. I don't think anybody knew where that one was going. Let's try it again. Evans looking for Simone Abbott, blocked out in front. Raynell Jones is having a second set. The Fury lead is 4. Reagan Cooper serves. Grand Rapids handles. They go near side. Dimitrova pokes it over. Columbus gathers. And a chance at the net. And another point for the Fury. And guess who? Raynell Jones is on a heater. 5-point Fury lead.
What a great choice by Rai Santos. Going behind with the middle is one of the hardest balls to block.
Cooper's turn. Grand Rapids doesn't want to let this balloon any further. Great play by Cooper to dig it out. And the attack goes off of Grand Rapids and a point. And the Fury looking like the Rise were in set number 1. Rise are down 6. It's 15-9 Columbus. It's Rise Volleyball on 96.1 The Game and on YouTube.
Gear up with the official Pro Collection apparel today. Available exclusively at realprovb.com and provolleyballshop.com.
Grand Rapids with a 1-0 lead. We're in set number 2. It's Columbus 15, Grand Rapids 9. Dan Hasty, Katie Olson with you from Van Andel Arena. And it's been, as much as it was dominated by Grand Rapids in the first set, the second has belonged to Columbus. And Katie, we knew today was not going to be easy, even regardless of Asia O'Neill's absence for the Columbus side.
True. The Columbus Fury, the first set, they were a little off, had a lot of out-of-system passes, weren't able to get their middles involved. You're seeing that in the second set, especially with Raynell Jones. She's had, what, 3 of the last 5 kills? She's on fire.
She's killing it right now, no pun intended, and Reagan Cooper gets the opportunity to continue the roll. 3 straight points for Columbus. Near side look, and Dimitrova with a big swing of the left arm gets a point back. The old timeout / coach's point, 15-10 Columbus.
Here we go, we're seeing Mac Pedraza come in for a setting sub, and then Morgan Fingal coming in as her right side, or opposite.
Morgan Fingal, the first round draft pick of the Grand Rapids Rise. She was also a 2-time SEC Scholar Athlete of the Year. She was on the honor roll 4 times. She said, quote, "I got a big brain." I respect that. Pedraza serves. Columbus with a look for Jones. Pedraza keeps it going. Sponsel out of system, look at the net. And a point for Columbus. 16-10, the Rise deficit is 6. It was a 3-point deficit for the majority of this second set. Now Raynell Jones serves. It's ballooned to 6 against Grand Rapids. Simone Abbott trying to get some back. Kept alive momentarily. Sponsel gets it. Abbott pokes it through, and Columbus gets the block. Rise Santos, and it's 17-10. Columbus is living up to its name because they've gotten these points in a furious fashion. Jones swats it over. Chassé, Pedraza, 10-foot attack, and Air Claire gets the point for the Rise. It's 17-11. It's going to take a run for the Rise if they're going to get back in set 2.
Definitely, they really need to push now that they are behind the serve.
Second ever meeting between these two squads. Abbott serves. And a quick surprise attack. Good dig by Sponsel. Free ball comes over. And another surprise look. Pedraza keeps it going. Another free ball. And the third time they try it. Santos. A whistle. And it looks like we got a net touch. 18-11 for the Fury.
You know, you don't see that very often. 3 setter dumps in a row. She wanted to get her kill.
It's kind of that thought, well, she wouldn't do it a second time.
Yeah,
she wouldn't do it a third time. Strategery. Here's Air Claire. Chance to tap over. Columbus with a rather easy play to get it, and another point. They went near side. Make it 19-11. A lead for Columbus that looked like the Rise's lead in the first set. Looks like our officials are having a quick conversation. Now we're good to go. Santos. Over. Pedraza. The big swing from Fingal. Didn't get what she wanted. Chassé keeps it alive. Fingal again, blocked. And a point for the Fury. Columbus's lead has ballooned to 9. And that has quieted this Van Andel Arena crowd for the time being. Santos, the former Arkansas Razorback, serves. Pedraza, Fingal, into the net. Tough start for the first round pick out of Tennessee.
Looks like we were going back to having Amelia Dimitrova and Ashley Evans into the lineup.
That's been something Kathy George has told us. She wants to get some opportunities for some of the more important depth pieces on this team. So no surprise to see her work them in here in set 2, especially considering the circumstances. Santos with another serve. 4 straight for the Fury. Chassé blocked at the net. And a big swing of the left arm. And the Fury take another point. Ashley Wenz.
I spoke earlier about how the Columbus Fury does a great job. They have prime middle blockers. Right now you can really see Caitlin Horde working to close that block, giving the GR Rise nowhere to go.
Santos has been back at the service line for a long time. Evans, a back row attack. And finally the Rise stopped the bleeding. Dimitrova perhaps, 22-12. The Rise's deficit's 10. Maren Groth to the line. Santos tapped, kept alive for the time being, and they keep it alive. Columbus wanted a whistle, didn't get it. Abbott goes down. Evans, 10-foot attack. Dimitrova. The Fury collect. Near side and a block in the middle. Alyssa Jensen, 2 straight for the Rise, and let's see, with time running out in set 2, if they've got a shot to rally. Columbus really upset. They might be calling, saying that there was a 4th touch on the way over. Do they have a case here?
Yeah, it looks like Megan Courtney Lush is saying that it went off of someone's head, I believe, and then they played it.
Angel Perez pleading his case to no avail. Maren Grote, another serve for Grand Rapids. Handled by Leon in the back. And slapped down by the Columbus side. Looked like Megan Courtney Lush.
Yeah, she's got some fire in her. After she argued that call, she came back and put that ball down.
Columbus 1 point away from a set point here in the second. And make it 1, an ace. Megan Courtney Lush has the Fury at set point.
She's got a pretty strong drop float back there where it looks like it could be going deep and then just tails off around that 10-foot line.
Serve goes over. Grand Rapids looking for Chasse. Handled by the Fury. Near side, a big swing. Down it goes from Reagan Cooper, one of the best in the PVF. And the Fury take the second set and tie us up at 1. Through 2 sets, we're all even at 1 per side. We'll take a timeout. It's our intermission here at Van Andel Arena. When we come back, we'll hear from the head coach, Kathy George, who joined us as part of the huge show yesterday throughout the state of Michigan. Got a chance to catch up with her as part of a full hour dedicated to the Grand Rapids Rise. And then we'll come back. We'll take a look at some of the first 2 sets worth of numbers for Grand Rapids, for Columbus, and get you all set for what's going to turn into a very interesting 3rd set, because both sides have really dominated in their respective set victories. It all continues as we hear from Kathy George on the other side of this timeout. It's Rise Volleyball, presented by University of Michigan Health West on YouTube and on 96.1 The Game.
Fox Motors is
Fans are so excited. She decided to join Atlanta Vibe.
10th year as a pro, signed in July, activated February 14.
She had 25 kills in her opening match, coming out with the bang.
Back set and across court, side out on Lasariva. First touch, making an impact in her home debut. Double change of speed, right over the double block, Lasariva. I think Anna Lasariva's making some fans fast in her home debut.
Looking like a baddie, I show up and make them stop. Wanna know my name so badly, cause I run this whole block.
Gear up with the official Pro Collection apparel today. Available exclusively at realprovb.com and provolleyballshop.com.
As week 6 of Pro Volleyball Federation play continues again, and tonight's main event is Pro Volleyball.
This is Pro Volleyball right here. A power swing.
Thomas Ilara. Chasse, back row brilliance. Tom Cobb picks out tap. We've got ourselves a match.
We gonna take it, gonna take it.
Huge show continues on a Friday. And now in hour number 2, it's a full hour dedicated to West Michigan's newest major league, and actually its first major league team. It's the Pro Volleyball Federation, and it's the Grand Rapids Rise. It brings us to their head coach, Kathy George. Kathy, first of all, thank you very much for taking some time out of your day. I know you've got a match coming up on Saturday. Really appreciate the time.
No problem. Thanks for having us.
All right. So tell me about this experience for you, because we've had the chance to talk. We've had the chance to see this thing get off the ground. But, you know, there have been other pro volleyball leagues that have tried to start up, but this was the one that you decided to take a shot with. So tell me what this experience
well, when
has been like.
the other one tried to start, I was very young, or I was actually just starting my coaching career. So, but this one, you know, I really have felt like the way that it's been set up is really important, and that you know, these teams have dedicated themselves to an area. They've grown in the community. They've built the program, gotten involved with all the young people and the old people, and just have done a great job to, you know, cultivate relationships and crowd bases, and play hard, play their hearts out, and you've seen the result of it. It's great volleyball, and and when somebody comes to our game, they're usually going to want to come back, and you see that kind of competitive level across the league.
One of the cool things in getting a chance to do, whether it be a lower level of sport, whether it's at the high school level or at the minor league level, once you get up to the major league level, you see that enormous difference in talent, in pace of play, and everything that comes with that major league style. So having been someone who has so much experience at the college level, what have you noticed are the big differences between where you've been and where you are?
Well, I think the biggest thing is, you know, the Big Ten is a very competitive league, and it's probably one of the best out there. So when you're looking around at the Pro Volleyball Federation and other pro teams overseas, you're seeing a lot of Big Ten representation, no doubt. But the thing is everybody is at the top of the game. So we talk about the one percenters, you know, like everybody that's moving on. When they're all together, the reaction time of players is faster, the jumping ability, the quickness, all of those things, and you bring it all together, and it just magnifies it. It just shows you what you can be. And I think it's the speed of the game. Somebody said to me, they knew that the hitting was going to be better, you know, like the attacking across the board, you know, powerful and fast and what have you. But it's the defense that's actually keeping those balls off the floor that's making it so exciting for fans.
We're talking with Kathy George here on The Huge Show on this Friday afternoon, a full hour of Grand Rapids Rise. So one of the things that I would imagine, because I've learned, is that the volleyball culture or bubble is strong.
Oh, for sure.
There are some extremely passionate people within this space. So for volleyball junkies, I would imagine that seeing these rosters, with all of these names that you have probably gotten to know so well over your coaching career.
Yeah, you recruited them, you know, I mean, so funny.
Exactly. So you've gotten a chance to know them so well, and then you see them all on these lists. It almost kind of has the vibes of like a fantasy football league at some level. What is it like watching all of these players who you know have all this talent, who are kind of assembled into these dream teams?
It is a dream team thing. And again, we've played against them, we've recruited them, we've watched them when they were junior players. I mean, you know, you've been in this game for so long that you do. It's a small world when you talk volleyball, and all the players know each other. So they all love it. Like after the games, they're all saying, hey, how you doing? And you know, just they know each other. So it's been cool to watch, but it is a dream team, and you're getting to select from a very special bunch, and you see it come together and how it flourishes.
Our day has dawned. A new horizon is upon us. Inspired by the many who came before us, together on a path to achieve something extraordinary.
Do you hear the groundswell? We are at the forefront of a revolution. Empowered, inspired, together. We didn't get here alone.
This is our responsibility. We are creating a new major league on the greatest stage volleyball has ever seen. Pro Volleyball Federation is real pro volleyball.
Now is our time.
Communities will come together.
History will be made.
We are one.
Today, we are inspired.
Today, the light shines on us.
Today marks the beginning of the next chapter.
And we're writing it together.
Rally with us!
NCAA women's volleyball will never be the same. Students of the game will study this era for generations. But we're only getting started. Sign up for pre-sale, news, and more at ncaa.com/volleyball.
Gear up with the official Pro Collection apparel today. Available exclusively at realprovb.com and provolleyballshop.com.
Take a look at the numbers as we're about ready for set number 3. We're all tied at 1. Grand Rapids and the Columbus Fury. Some of the numbers that stand out about the first 2 sets. 17 points so far from Amelia Dimitrova. Claire Chassé with 16. Simone Abbott has 12 blocks at the net. Maren Grote leading in that category with 3 on the GR side. Meanwhile, for Columbus, it has been the Reagan Cooper show. She's got 15 points. She's at 40% thus far. Meanwhile, Megan Courtney Lush also with 10, and like Angel Perez, Katie's got to be really happy with what he saw in that second set.
Yeah, definitely. For the Fury to bounce back from that first set and take the rise down like that, beautiful. They got their middles involved more, which opened up a lot of the court for Reagan Cooper. On the rise side, you saw the passing break down a little bit more, and they weren't able to control Reagan Cooper on the outside. So very important that they work on their serve and pass game.
We start set number 3 with Caitlin Horde to serve. The native of Lexington, Kentucky will begin the set that determines who will be one set away from taking today's match. Sponsel for Chassé. Right back to Grand Rapids. Evans with options. Dimitrova. Handled by Columbus. And a block at the net. Jensen and Dimitrova get the Rise their first point. If you remember the second set, the Rise had a service error for the first point, so certainly a better start in the third.
Off to a better foot right here.
Now it's Claire Chassé who ended set number 1 on an attack. Santos for Cooper. And it's tied at 1. Reagan Cooper. No surprise she's the focal point, especially without Asia O'Neal today. Wenz pounds it over, and it's a little bit too long. Point for the Rise. There's Alyssa Jensen, the Michigan State Spartan and the native of Holland, Michigan, not too far from where we are here in GR. Kept alive momentarily, but Raynell Jones has had an outstanding second set today. Gets the point to tie it up at 2. Be interesting to see if kind of water finds its level. We saw dominant sides on the first set for Grand Rapids and the second for Columbus. Cooper serves. What a diving play by Leon at the net. And the Fury point that was well deserved. Valeria Leon.
Yeah, the Rise just couldn't get that ball out of the net there. Seems like one person hit it in and then again and again.
Reagan Cooper back to the service line for Columbus.
We do see a little bit of a lineup change here for the Grand Rapids Rise. You see Shannon Scully at the outside position instead of Simone Abbott.
That's right. So Scully comes in. They look for Grote in the middle, and she gets the point to tie us up. You mentioned Scully. We typically see her come in when it's time to serve. former USC Trojan, getting some chances here in the third set. Dimitrova to serve for Grand Rapids. Dug out. Jones with a swing and a miss, and it's popped out of bounds. What? Columbus might be a little bolder in taking chances, because I haven't seen a team miss this many opportunities at the net.
Yeah, Rai Santos really loves to get her middles involved, and right now just a slight connection error there with Renelle Jones, just a little high.
They're super aggressive. Dimitrova to serve once more. Leon collects. Santos, far side, dug out. That was Chassé. An attack from the 10-foot line. Sponsel keeps it going for the Rise. Air Claire gets vertical, slams it through, and the Rise have a 2-point lead.
Such a great attack there by Claire Chassé. Her ability to really sky over that 10-foot line and land basically at the net for that back row attack.
Dimitrova serves for GR. They've got 3 straight points, and now the Fury. See the Rise going for it. They give Scully a chance, and she swings the right arm and says hello. 6-3. Down it goes. The Rise have a 3-point edge. Dimitrova, with her team having collected 4 in a row. Sends it over, the Fury, little out of system. Sponsel digs out the attack try. They get a Dimitrova tap. Handled by the Fury. A big swing, Sponsel down to get it. They go back, and it's Scully with 2 straight as she shoots it into the Fury mess.
So great to watch Shannon Scully really step up in this game, taking Simone Abbott, who has been the starting outside, and now her coming in and really making an impact on the court.
Dimitrova hoping she can get even more comfortable back there at the service line. Jones too low, point GR, and it's 8-3. How about 6 in a row for the Rise? Boy, talk about a momentum play. These two teams have established it so early. It was Grand Rapids in the first set, Columbus in the second set. Now the Rise are trying to establish what they had in set number 1 to take a 2-1 lead in the third. Dimitrova serves. Looking for Courtney Lush. And finally a point. Megan Courtney Lush makes it 8-4. The Rise lead is 4. And it's funny because Grand Rapids has played almost nothing but close sets this season. So to have all these wide disparities is something we haven't seen a whole lot. Raynell Jones serves for Columbus. Sponsel, great play by Evans. Gonna be tough, and a point for GR. Nice play at the net by Ashley Evans, 9-4 GR. She's having a good game. Now Shannon Scully getting a little extra playing time here in the third set. Back where we usually see her at the service line. Big swing, Scully handles. Evans, Dimitrova, blocked, but the Rise get it back. Looking for Chassé this time, and she finds the room. Down it goes, it's 10-4 GR. Claire Chassé getting it done from the near side. Scully serves. Little out of place, they'll have to free ball it over. Grote, Evans, Chassé, point, Grand Rapids, 2 in a row for one of the best volleyball players in the country. Claire Chassé makes it 11-4. Timeouts, Columbus. So far, so good in the third set on the GR side. You've got the Grand Rapids Rise presented by U of M Health West.
NCAA women's volleyball will never be the same. Students of the game will study this era for generations. But we're only getting started. Sign up for pre-sale, news, and more at ncaa.com/volleyball.
about the one and only MC Hammer here at Van Andel Arena. They're doing something called the Running Man Cam. Welcome back. I was trying to tell Katie that MC Hammer was very popular in the early 90s, and she immediately told me that she does have her MC Hammer history in order.
Got that one.
No worries, at least on this one. I'm sure there'll be more as we go along. I'll never forget a couple of weeks ago when nobody knew the Sesame Street theme song. 11-4, Grand Rapids on top in the third set. Serve goes over by GR. Collected by Scully near side. They want Chassé. Columbus with a chance to return it. They free ball instead. Dimitrova, Evans, Chassé, down it goes. Claire Chassé is heating up here in set number 3. 12-4 GR.
The Rise right now has a unique back row chemistry. They have Shannon Scully, who played beach, and also Sarah Sponsel that played beach. So they're really able to read and cover a lot of court. You saw Shannon Scully right behind Amelia. She read that tip.
Winner of this set gets a 2-1 lead. We're tied at 1. 12-4 GR. Big swing and a point for the Fury makes it 12-5. To that point, and before that last Fury point, Grand Rapids had gotten 9 of the last 10 points. Serve goes back to the Fury. Santos pounds it over. Sponsel to Evans. They want Marin Groth this time, but the Fury able to recover. Scully handles the attack. They look for Chassé again. Partially deflected, and the Fury can go to work. An attack dug out by Sponsel. They want Chassé. Blocked, it comes back, diving play Sponsel. Diving play by Evans, and it goes over. What a play by Grand Rapids. And now a block out in front, and Marin Groth puts an exclamation point on the best rally of the day.
Way to cover and follow by the Rise. The ability to get blocked and then have your teammates there really hypes up those attackers.
That may have well has been Cirque du Soleil. That was acrobatic work at its finest. 13-5 GR. Little tap over. Groth wants Chassé. Diving play this time on the Fury side. Nice play by Santos. And a block at the net. Chassé and Jensen. And it's a 9-point Rise lead. Well, so far we've learned that these sets are either going to go one way or the other, and you just want to be the team with the bigger number. And so far, that's where the Rise sit here in the third.
It's crazy. Volleyball is such a fast-paced game that you can really see that momentum switch and then take off.
Groth serves, and it's into the net. Our first service error of set number 3. Groth comes out, Sarah Sponsel back. It's still an 8-point edge for GR. Second meeting between these two teams. They also met on opening night where Grand Rapids was a winner in straight sets. Jensen, a big swing. Evans got Jensen, and it's 15-6 Grand Rapids.
What a great experience for Alyssa Jensen. You have her son, who's 8 months old here.
Ashley Evans serves. And it's a little bit too far. It's one of the best parts about what this league has evolved into. You've got spouses, you've got partners, you've got kids, you've got families all coming out and being able to spend it with these players. And of course, the most important thing is a lot of them, because they're here, have a chance to be stateside. Columbus serves into the net. That was Ortiz who came in momentarily. So a couple of service errors on each side. 16-7. Chassé serves for GR. Chance at the net. Happy birthday, Amelia Dimitrova. It's not actually her birthday. That's just what they say. 17-7. The Rise lead is 10.
Gotta love a good overpass kill.
Put it on a silver platter. Claire Chassé once again. This time a little bit low, and it's into the net.
Looks like we're going to have another double sub with Gabby Blossom coming into set.
Kathy George using this as an opportunity to do a little housekeeping from her coaching side. Gabby Blossom, native of St. Louis, played collegiately at San Diego. Puts her right arm into it. Evans, near side, Scully. What a play to keep it alive by Columbus. A tap over and it's too far. Raynell Jones tried to find the seam and sent it a little bit too wide. 18-8, the Rise lead is 10. Alyssa Jensen, the Michigan State Spartan, serves. Columbus with Jones, blocked, but the Fury keep it alive. Great play by Leon. Jensen looking for Dimitrova, blocked out in front, and the Fury make it 18-9.
A little bit of a tight set there. Raynell Jones did a great job of really pressing over.
The Fury were phenomenal in the second set. Whatever Kathy George had to say at intermission has worked on the GR side here in the third. Tied at 1, winner of this set has a chance to win the match in the fourth. Sponsel goes down, good play by Evans to keep it alive. Fury, near side, blocked. Blossom, another big swing, and a point for Columbus from Megan Courtney Lush. Also noticing right now, Katie, that we don't see Reagan Cooper on the floor.
No, Janae Zamora just came in as a serving sub for her.
So she'll just get a brief rest. Can't imagine it'll be long with how important Cooper is to what they do. There's Scully. They've got to go a long way to keep it alive, and they got there. Free ball, Sponsel lays out to keep it going. They want Dimitrova. And her attack a little bit too long. Rise's lead, 7 3-points in a row for Columbus. Columbus serves. Chassé, Evans, right back to Claire, and a block in the middle. Guess who? Raynell Jones. And the Fury are finding their footing here in the third set. 4 in a row. Timeout, Grand Rapids. We'll keep it right here. We'll give you an idea of what the Pro Volleyball Federation standings look like. We've got to talk about that, because Atlanta and Omaha have started to get a little comfortable. They're both 6-3. They've both won their last 2. And Katie, to that end, it's kind of like what the preseason prognosticators had to say, Atlanta and Omaha at the top.
Yeah, both of them have had a little bit of a roster switch. They're getting a couple girls from overseas, really building their chemistry, and they're off to a hot run right now, but it is a long season.
Columbus Fury, 4-2, winners of their last 4. Few teams have turned their fortunes around like Columbus. You think back to what they did this season. Their first home match against Omaha saw over 9,000. And ever since that point, they have really used it as a jumping off point. Orlando sits in 4th at 4-5. The Rise just percentage points back at 3-4. A win here today would put them ahead of Orlando. And why does that matter? It puts them into 4th place, and it's all the important number you need to know. Get into the top 4 this season, because if you're top 4, you're in the postseason. Back to live action we go as Moore serves. Here's a chance for Dimitrova, and she swings the left arm and gets the point for the Rise. The old coach's point, 19-12 GR. That's going to put Dimitrova back to the line. Amelia Dimitrova, the 17-year pro, serves for GR. Columbus looking for help. It's tapped and kept alive for the time being. Scully free balls it in Columbus with options. Blossom handled by Chassé. Evans looking for Dimitrova again. A block. Columbus looks to get it going from their side. An attack. Courtney Lush. Chassé taps over. And they're They're looking for her once again, taps it into her own net. And the point goes to GR. Megan Courtney Lush was awfully busy on that rally, and GR's up 8.
Yeah, love how you can hear the crowd really get involved, saying oohs and ahs. It really shows you how hard Megan Courtney Lush hits that ball.
You said her name a lot today. Dimitrova serves for the Rise. Sends a fastball. It's a little bit too long. Service error for the Rise. They still hold a 7-point advantage as they try to put themselves in position to win this match in the 4th. They need to lock things down and take care of business in set 3. Raynell Jones serves for the Fury. Little miscommunication and an ace for Raynell Jones, 20-14. That was sort of the, you got it, no, I thought you had it. Jones sends it skyward. And Maren Grote gets that point right back. She put it into the bread basket of Raynell Jones, 21-14. That one was coming in hot off the big swing of the Husky. Now Shannon Scully, formerly of USC, back to serve. Blossom, tapped, handled by GR. They want Chassé, didn't get it cleanly. Now they go back, Courtney Lush. Blocked out of bounds, point Columbus.
Megan Courtney Lush does a great job of keeping the ball in front and seeing where those blockers are and really using it. She is a back-to-back national champion from Penn State.
Penn State, one of the great volleyball schools in the country. So many of those Big Ten teams. Nebraska. And of course, you've got representation from Ohio State with this Columbus side. Bunch of Buckeyes, no surprise with it being the Fury. Claire Chassé put something underneath it, but couldn't straighten it out. And slowly but surely, the Fury working their way back into this 3rd set. At one point, a 9-point Rise lead. Now it's down to 5. 21-16 Grand Rapids. Santos serves for Columbus. Sponsel, Evans at the front, and Maren Grote gets the point with the big right-hand swing. They put it right in the middle, and the middle blocker did the rest. We've said Grote's name a lot. She's actually been pretty reliable in front of that net. She always is. Santos, a big swing and a point as it was touched by GR. Might have been Wenz, hard to tell. 22-17 GR. Megan Courtney Lush serves for the Fury. Ooh, and I think Alyssa Jensen may have went down that time, and that one hits the floor. Point GR, but at what cost? Down goes Alyssa Jensen, and it's a lucky break for the Rise that ended up going down for a point. Now they have to attend to her. Had athletic trainer Dave Getzoff out to take a look as a hush falls over Van Andel Arena.
Can't really see from up here, trying to tell if it's a knee or an ankle.
We'll take a timeout. Or will we? To her feet comes Alyssa Jensen. And truthfully, she's had an impact as big as anyone's today.
She has. Really, now you're going to see Sydney Bolding coming in, making her debut. But a lot of the middles on the Rise right now are out injured. You have Kayla Caffey on the bench and Nia Grant as well.
Sydney Bolding, Pickens, South Carolina native. Played collegiately at Jacksonville and Kansas State, all Big 12 her senior and 5th year. 6'5". She is the tallest player listed among the Grand Rapids Rise roster. Evans' serve over. They might have to just free ball it over, and they do. Sponsel, Evans looking for Bolding. Not bad for a first swing in the PVF. It's set point thanks to the newest entrant into the Rise roster.
What a bold move there, no pun intended, for Sydney Bolding. You know?
We got jokes. Evans swats it over. Grand Rapids 1 point away from wrapping this one up. And it's a little too long. Grand Rapids takes set number 3. But not without a challenge. Columbus Fury head coach Angel Perez is going to have us have our first video replay of the day. So let's hold that thought. They are standing in GR. They are waiting here at Van Andel Arena. They got to celebrate momentarily. Will they get a chance to celebrate a little more? What are they looking at here, Katie? Or is this just one of those kind of throw up a prayer sort of challenges?
I'm thinking they're looking on at a touch. Oh, let's see. We got block touch. Looking to see if any of the rise fingers are going backwards. I'm not seeing it.
And there it is. No block touch. Give Grand Rapids a set here in the third.
Fans are so excited. She's decided to join Atlanta Vibe.
10th year as a pro, signed in July, activated February 14th.
She had 25 kills in her opening match, coming out with the bang.
Back set and across court, side out on Lasariva. First touch, making an impact in her home debut. Double change of speed, right over the double block, Lasariva. I think Ana Lasariva's making some fans fast in her home debut.
Looking like a baddie, I show up and make them stop. Wanna know my name so badly, cause I run this whole block.
Gear up with the official Pro Collection apparel today. Available exclusively at realprovb and provolleyballshop.com.
As week 6 of Pro Volleyball Federation play continues again, and tonight's main event is Pro Volleyball.
This is Pro Volleyball right here. A power swing.
Thomas Ilara. Jose, back row brilliance. Tom Cobb picks out tap. We've got ourselves a match.
We gonna take it, gonna take
Grand Rapids hoping to close in on a match here this afternoon on a Saturday from Van Andel Arena, trying to snap a 3-match losing skid. They've got a 2-1 lead over the Columbus Fury as we go to the 4th set. Dan Hasty, Katie Olson with you from Van Andel Arena on a highly enjoyed and attended afternoon of volleyball here in GR. Our attendance 5,011. Attendance 5,011 for GR in Columbus. And the first time these two teams met, Katie, it wasn't really all that close. Grand Rapids won in straight sets. Here we saw the Fury do a little bit more of what they've been doing their last 4 matches, especially in that second set.
Yeah, you're really seeing a different Columbus Fury team. Megan Courtney Lush did not play. Reagan Cooper just came back from an injury, and Asia O'Neill also was not playing. So you're seeing a little bit of a different dynamic the second round with this Columbus Fury team.
We see Evans, Scully, Sponsel, Dimitrova, Chassé, and Sydney Bolding getting an opportunity to start the 4th set. Chance at the net, and Columbus does not waste it thanks to Caitlin Horde. 1-0 Columbus. Caitlin Horde gets to serve after getting the point for the Fury. Low liner, Chassé goes down to dig it out. Dimitrova sends it through one of the members of Columbus, and it's a ball back to GR. Evans setting up her middle and Bolding. Couldn't sneak it inside that line. 2-0 Columbus. Through those first 3 sets, Claire Chassé leading all Rise players with 29. Dimitrova's got 26 and Simone Abbott with 12. Chassé looking for number 30, and she's got it. Rise are on the board here in the 4th. Rise trail 2-1. Claire Chassé serves for the Rise. A little bit too long that time. And the Fury have 3 of the first 4 points here in the 4th set, much like they had in the 2nd set. Are we previewing potentially this back and forth, your set, my set? Rise want Dimitrova. That one too long. So Chassé serve a little bit too far, and then Dimitrova couldn't tuck it in. Good start to the 4th set for the Fury. Now the Rise trying to get a point back with Scully. And she's got it. A much needed GR point. Shannon Scully, seen a little bit more hurt today.
Yeah, she's a calming player on the court. Talking with Kathy George, that's why she puts her in to go back and serve receive. Now seeing her up at the net, she's got a lot of tools in her tool bag playing beach.
She's a national champion there at USC. They've got a long way to go. They have to free ball it over. Rise trying to get their deficit down to just a point. Fury looking for Reagan Cooper. Rise dig it out. Back row attack, Chassé, diving play. What a job there by Courtney Lush in the back. Leone looking for Reagan Cooper. Tapped up. Bolding sets it up. Dimitrova swings the left arm. Comes right back to Grand Rapids. Evans wants Amelia again. And what a play by Valeria Leone. What a volley we've got here. Long way for Evans. Tapped at the net. Maren Grote couldn't get it down. Free ball, Grand Rapids. Chassé had to go down to get it, and confusion finishes the point, and the Fury get a 3-point lead.
It's definitely not something you like to see on the Rise or any team's side. You really got to take care of those free balls. You work so hard to get a free ball back.
I could have made it a 1-point set. Instead, the Fury out to a good start here in the 4th. Sent over. And this time, Maren Grote gets that point back for Grand Rapids.
Maren Grote's doing a great job on those. I call them B sets, so it's a quicker push set to the middle of avoiding Rise Santos.
Dimitrova for Grand Rapids. Floats it over, and down it goes. Leone had to lay out and couldn't get it back. Ace for Amelia Dimitrova. And the Rise have a chance to tie it up here in the 4th. Dimitrova floats it over almost to the exact same spot. They've got to settle for a shot from the 10-foot line. And down it goes. Nearly blocked out there by Evans, but the return was out of bounds. Point for the Fury, and their lead's back to 2. Raynell Jones to the service line for the Fury. Sponsel, Evans, pounded through by Maren Grote. They went right back to her for 2 straight points on the Rise side. She's really come on as this year has continued. Kind of the breakout player for this Rise side. That one a little bit too far, may have gotten touched, it did. Grand Rapids gives up the point, and it's Columbus by 2, 7-5 Fury here in the 4th. 2-1 Grand Rapids leads. Kathy George wants to take another look at it. Wasn't totally sure that that point was going to go to Columbus.
Attack line fault.
Let's talk about that tack line and exactly what that means and what they're looking for here, Katie.
So there's two different attack lines. You have the center court line where your foot cannot go underneath it, and then the back row line, which is what we're talking about right now, the 10-foot line. See how she turns her foot to make sure that she does not break that line. So there's no attack fault there. Now, if she were to step on that line, it would be an illegal back row attack.
So that's one challenge lost for Grand Rapids. Neither team has won either of their challenges so far. Now only one more challenge left here in this fourth set for Grand Rapids if they need it. Evans wants Dimitrova. There's a point for GR, and it's back to a 1-point set. Amelia Dimitrova. We've seen a lot of action at the pins in this game. We've seen Dimitrova and we've seen Chassé usually carrying a ton of the slack, but even more so today. Maren Grote serves. Raynell Jones partially blocked. Grote, Evans, Chassé, then we're tied! Claire Chassé digging the rise out of their early hole. 7-7. Grand Rapids was down as many as 3 here early in the fourth set. Maren Grote serves again. Leon down to a knee to get it. A block at the net, but Wenz able to pound it through traffic. 8-7 Columbus.
Right now the Columbus Fury are doing a great job of picking on Ashley Evans' block, right? She's leaving her hips open, causing the ball to go out of bounds.
Over it goes, Grand Rapids. With Evans looking for Chassé, blocked. That was Wenz again. Maybe some help from Caitlin Horde, and the Fury lead goes to 2.
Such a big block there for the Columbus Fury. You have Ashley Wenz at 6'3" and Caitlin Horde at 6'4".
Courtney Lush sends it long. No, it got the line. Boy, that one just barely snuck in. And look at that.
Barely on that line, just dropped down.
Well, those are the kind of swings that change fortunes. And how about 2 straight aces? Megan Courtney Lush getting comfortable at the service line. Timeout Grand Rapids. And the Columbus Fury have reestablished a nice lead, 11-7. The Rise are down 4 here in set number 4. Here on Rise Radio.
NCAA women's volleyball will never be the same. Students of the game will study this era for generations. But we're only getting started. Sign up for pre-sale, news, and more at ncaa.com/volleyball.
Back here in Grand Rapids, 11-7. The Rise trail the Columbus Fury. Thanks for making us a part of your Saturday afternoon. Do not forget, the next time Grand Rapids is here is St. Patrick's Day. That comes up against the Vegas Thrill. 4 o'clock start. We'll be on the air at 3:45, but you can get tickets at Grand Rapids Rise. grrise.com is the place to go. First 1,000 receive a St. Patrick's Day t-shirt. And just to be clear, we are going green that day, right?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. That's all I needed to know. And yes, we have green jackets. Over it goes. We return to live action. Evans wants Dimitrova. Great play by Columbus to keep it alive. Courtney Lush. They have to free ball it over. Santos went down. Took her a while to get up. Big swing there. And Claire Chassé finds a seam. Big point for the Rise. It's 11-8.
Looks like Rise Santos is still limping a little bit. Might have been a twisted ankle or a hurt knee. They're taking a second right now to collect.
We have not seen too many injuries in these matches so far here in Grand Rapids. Of course, Grand Rapids battling today without a couple of their star players. They don't have the services of Kayla Caffey, who was a big part of the early season success, and also Nia Grant unable to go today. Reagan Cooper with a shot. Scully gets it. Evans all the way to the back line, setting up Chassé. What a play from the back row. Courtney Lush, another free ball. Can Grand Rapids find room this time? Evans looking for Chassé. Down it goes. There's a point for the Rise.
Megan Courtney Lush in the backcourt for Columbus Fury is doing a great job of reading and running to these balls. She's touching a lot back there.
That's the big reason why the Fury have this 2-point advantage. Evans to the service line for the Rise. Into the net. Tough time for a service error, and it's 3 points on the board for the Fury. They've got a 12-9 advantage over GR. Caitlin Horde, the Lexington Kentuckian. Scully, Evans, Dimitrova. Too long. Check that. Point GR. Columbus doesn't like it.
Looks like someone was in the net. It looks like he's saying number 8.
Will they look at it?
From what I can see up here, so.
I don't think they will.
Nope, looks like Reagan Cooper was in the net.
That's a big point for the Rise. That would have been a 4-point deficit. Now it's down to 2. Chassé serves for GR. Santos, Jones to the back line. Point GR, just missed, nicking the back edge of that stripe. That's 3 in a row for GR. Kind of had to hold your breath there. Chassé trying to tie it up for Grand Rapids. Santos, Cooper, Evans, Sponsel. GR looks to get it tied up with Scully. Wasn't in a great spot. Sent it long, and the Fury have a 2-point lead. 13-11 Columbus. Substitution time for the Fury.
You're going to see Gabby Blossom and Maria Schlegel come in.
This is a very different set than the first 3. We thought it might be one of those wide sets again and somebody might cruise, but this one tighter than all the ones previously before it. Rise took the first set 25-15. Fury 25-13 winners in the second before 25-17 by the Rise in the third. Little tap for Scully. Not the greatest look. Now Sponsel, and another chance for Grand Rapids. From the back row, Chassé puts it down, and it's a 1-point set. We've said Chassé's name a ton, and for all the great games she's had, this might be her best. Sydney Bolding to the service line for her first serve as a member of the Rise. Floats it through. Blossom blocked at the net. Cooper back to Blossom, and Raynell Jones found it in a great spot. Not much Grand Rapids could do about it that time. Rise trail by 2, 14-12.
Seeing Janasia Moore come back in for Reagan Cooper to serve.
Chassé to Evans. Wants Dimitrova. Pounded down in a big block for the Fury. Their lead grows to 3. They found a good way to slow down Dimitrova over the last set or 2. Fury the first to 15. Another serve for Janasia Moore. Chassé, Evans, they want Dimitrova again. And again, Columbus neutralizing one of the best threats the Rise have. Chassé for Scully. Back row handled. And Columbus now with Courtney Lush. Down they go, Sponsel and Scully. A chance for Chassé. Point Grand Rapids! Everybody laying out for GR.
There we go. That was a huge momentum point for the Grand Rapids Rise there.
Now it's up to Amelia Dimitrova and the Rise to capitalize. The seasoned pro, Dimitrova. Columbus setting it up. Blocked out in front. And a point for GR. Ashley Evans getting in on the party. That's a Sparty party for those of you in East Lansing. 1 point deficit for GR here in the fourth. Columbus 15, Grand Rapids 14. The Rise have a 2-1 lead here on this Saturday afternoon. Dimitrova with a point can tie us up. Handled by Columbus, a little too close to the net. Back row attack. Chassé digs it out. Evans couldn't get the block. Sponsel goes back to get it. Scully. Columbus lays out with Gabby Blossom to get it. Now Courtney Lush with a big swing of the right arm gets the point back for Columbus. 16-14 Fury. The Rise deficit is 2 once more. Rise have just not been able to get over that hump. It's been kind of the force field. They just haven't been able to tie it up or get ahead. Raynell Jones, who's had a great match today, to serve. Tapped up. Evans. Marin Grote's attempt denied by Columbus. Now it's their turn. And they swat it down and grow their lead to 3.
What a great line shot by Maria Schlegel. She saw that Sarah Sponsel was just a little more inside and went off of her left shoulder.
Timeout Grand Rapids. 17-14, the Fury with the lead. These two teams know each other pretty well. We'll keep it here. Mac Pedraza played 4 seasons with Fury's outside hitter, Janasia Moore at Ohio State. So the Buckeyes are not exclusive to the Columbus Fury. Gabby Blossom, Caitlin Horde, and Rise outside hitter Erica Pritchard actually played at Penn State together. You're mentioning the Nittany Lions. Pritchard played with Raynell Jones at Maryland. Then if you go back a little bit farther, Nia Grant, who was out today for the Rise, played with Fury outside Megan Courtney Lush over at Penn State. And of course, one of the big storylines today was the fact that we didn't see Asia O'Neal today.
True, yeah, she did play.
So both the Texas Longhorns out today. Caffey for the Rise and O'Neal on the other side.
Looks like it. It sounds like a Big Ten reunion from all those schools that you're naming off right there.
What is it about the Big Ten that makes it the power that it is in volleyball?
I think just the heart of the Midwest volleyball club culture really keeps a lot of those girls in this area. Chicago is a huge hub for that.
Grand Rapids, 1 set away from closing it out and snapping a 3-match losing skid, while Columbus, who answered the bell in the second set, doing it again here in the fourth. Raynell Jones to the service line for the Fury. And her shot goes a little bit too long. That's a much-needed point for GR.
That's a coach's point right there.
Coach's point.
Get that timeout, ice that server.
Dust your shoulders off, Kathy George. Shannon Scully serves for GR. Chance at the net, handled by Columbus. Boy, that looked like an easy chance for GR. And now, a whistle and a point for Grand Rapids to make it a 1-point set.
Looks like we had 4 contacts on that play.
Gabby Blossom wants Courtney Lush. Scully, Evans looking to the opposite side. Dimitrova, great diving play, Janasia Moore. Now Evans looking for Claire Chassé. Kept alive by the Fury. Leone, Courtney Lush. Good job by Scully. It's the Rise's turn. Claire Chassé bangs it down, and by the time ends the early go of set number 4, we're all tied up. 17 all here in the fourth set. Scully serves, and it's into the net. Fury get that point right back, and now it's their serve.
Getting Rye Santos back into the game, the starting setter, along with Ashley Wentz.
Santos will do the honors behind the service line. Sends it over for Columbus. Into the net, didn't get quite over, and the two teams trade errors. We're tied up once again.
Say if you miss your serve and then the girl on the other team misses it after, it's like you didn't do anything.
Nobody saw
it. Doesn't
anything.
matter.
Nothing to see here. Maren Grote serves for Grand Rapids. Dug out, little too close to the net. Attack from the 10-foot line. Meanwhile, Chassé will attack her own way, and the Rise take the lead. Calling on one of their best, and it's a 1-point Grand Rapids advantage. Timeout, Fury. And now we're getting down the home stretch. I didn't know if we were going to get a close set today, KO. I saw the first 3 sets. We watched a dominant performance by one side or the other. Here, it's been nothing like that in the 4th set.
Yeah, now I feel like I'm sitting on the edge of my seat watching play-by-play go. Like, what's going to happen next? It's so close.
What is it about these two teams that have made them, in this case, Grand Rapids, they got off to a pretty good start this year. Of course, they tailed off, but what got them off to that start that they're trying to recreate? What are they trying to get back?
I think the excitement around the game, the fans, they were home early, which is always nice.
So
it's always nice to sleep in your bed, right? More fun than traveling all the way to San Diego or Orlando. Also, the team chemistry, walking into their practices, all of the girls really enjoy being around each other, and they were just flowing at the beginning. Now you're seeing a couple of injuries, a little shakeup in the lineup, so I think that's what has happened to the Rise.
And there's not enough that can be said about how dominant Columbus has been as of late, winning their last 4 sets, rather last 4 matches. They've been unbelievable. And if you're getting anything close to a win against this Fury club right now, you're doing a lot of things right. Maren Grote serves for Grand Rapids. Leon to Santos, looking for Courtney Lush. And we are tied up at 19 as she sends it to the turf. 19 all.
Megan Courtney Lush for the Columbus Fury really has the hot hand, is what we call it. Feed her the ball, she's getting those kills.
You could hear that one hit the floor from all the way up here. Courtney Lush, a chance for Grand Rapids, a little sneak attack from Evans, but they were ready for it. Attack from behind the back row. Chassé denied by Columbus. And a block. And down it goes. Courtney Lush couldn't get to it, and the Rise have the point. Every point magnified here down the stretch. It's 20-19 GR.
Really saw the crowd and heard the crowd get into that point.
Ashley Evans to serve. Well, this point would be huge on the Grand Rapids side if they're able to get it. A chance at the net, Dimitrova. Back to Columbus. They want Wenz. Diving play, Scully. Evans wants Chassé. Columbus able to recover. Opposite side, big swing, and Scully handles for GR. She's had a nice couple of sets. They get it to Chassé. Down it goes, and the Rise have a 2-point lead. First time in the 4th set that the Rise have been up more than 1. 4th set lead for the Rise. Ashley Evans back to the line. GR sends it over. Santos for Wenz. And Evans unable to dig it out. Rise still hold the lead. It's now 21-20 GR. Close sets have not been the friend of Grand Rapids throughout the course of this season. So it's going to take a lot for the Rise. Kathy George will try to get her ladies to dig deep here in set number 4. Ortiz comes in to serve for Columbus. Sends over a fastball. Evans wants Dimitrova. Point, Grand Rapids, thanks to the seasoned pro. Dimitrova makes it 22-20 GR.
What a great pass by Shannon Scully that really started off that play.
Chassé to serve for Grand Rapids. A point here for the Rise would be huge, but their serve a little bit too far. Seemed like we've seen that a couple times in the 4th set. They get close or they get ahead, and one of those service error issues tend to pop up. Still a 1-point Grand Rapids lead. Columbus serves. Sponsel digs it out. Evans, a chance for Chassé. Diving play by Columbus to keep it going. They pound over what is essentially a free ball. Back row, they go opposite side. Dimitrova puts it down, and it's a 2-point lead for the Rise, and now Grand Rapids is closing in.
Dimitrova is a great player in these really tight situations. She has so much experience that she knows exactly what she needs to do to get that kill.
In comes Camila Gomez. The former Aggie at Texas A&M serves. Santos wants Cooper. It's blocked out in front. Amelia Dimitrova. Dim the lights. It's match point here in GR.
What a fireball she is.
Camila Gomez to the service line. The Rise 1 point away from snapping a 3-match losing skid. Santos for Cooper. And the Fury survived to stay alive. Substitutions for GR. Sarah Sponsel back.
See that Megan Courtney Lush just rotated into the front row. Could definitely see Rye go into her.
Reagan Cooper serves for the Fury. Grand Rapids looking to snap a 3-match losing skid. What a play from the back row by Cooper. This shot lands inside the line. Point Columbus. And now everything rests on this point. If the Rise get the point, we go home, and the Rise snap a 3-match losing skid. Cooper over for Chassé. Evans at the middle. Grote denied by Columbus. Courtney Lush blocked out in front, and it's over. Amelia Dimitrova sends the Rise to the win on Saturday. And the Grand Rapids Rise snap their 3-match losing skid as they take down the hottest team in the Pro Volleyball Federation. Final score, Grand Rapids 3, Columbus 1. Our post-game show is next. This is Rise Radio and TV, presented by University of Michigan Health West.
Gear up with the official Pro Collection apparel today. Available exclusively at realprovb and provolleyballshop.com.
Final score, Grand Rapids 3, Columbus 1. Thanks to a nail-biter of a fourth set, the Rise, who were trailing for the majority of set number 4, able to squeak out a 25-23 win over the Columbus Fury in set 4, locking it up and helping Grand Rapids snap their losing streak. Back inside our broadcast position, the Meyer Press Box, as it's known here at Van Andel Arena. Dan Hasty, along with my partner Katie Olson and KO. This one was kind of lopsided. The first 3 sets just kind of alternated who was doing the lopsided work, but that fourth set was what we thought we'd see all day.
Yeah, definitely in those first 2 sets, you saw more the serve and pass game. What team was having less service errors and more in-system passing was how the sets seemed to go. On that fourth set, it came down to the attackers. You saw a total of 47 kills for the Rise, and the Columbus Fury ended up at 37. So we got 10 more kills there that really skewed the game in favor of the Grand Rapids Rise.
What an outstanding performance for GR. We'll take a look inside the numbers and get you all caught up on what this was here today, because really one of the more impressive games for not only Claire Chassé, but also Amelia Dimitrova. How about 46 total attacks for Claire Chassé here in this one today? She had 17 kills, 14 for Amelia Dimitrova. So they were certainly some of the big and important pieces, but don't forget about Maren Grote as well. She had 7 points and also 4 blocks today, KO. Not too shabby for the product of Washington.
Yeah, she's a huge impact player. Her serving behind the line, not only at the front row, but in the back row, she's doing a great job really bringing some power to the Grand Rapids Rise. In system, when they're in system and in transition, throwing it to Maren Grote right now, she is hitting at a pretty high percentage ability to get those kills during the play.
The sets looked like this in set number 1. It was 25-15 in favor of GR. Second set was actually the most lopsided set of the day, and that's the one that went to Columbus as they took down GR 25-13. As for set number 3, 25-17 in favor of Grand Rapids. And then in the fourth set, that's the close one we had here today, 25-23, Grand Rapids hanging on and rallying, actually, for that fourth set victory. Numbers on the Columbus side, and we'll talk to Kathy George, hoping to chat with her in just a little bit. The numbers on the Fury side, 13 for Megan Courtney Lush. She was very busy in this one here today. And one of the things that really stuck out about her performance, Kale, was that she just kind of did everything while she was out there.
Yeah, she really did. She did a great job of frustrating the Rise with touching everything defensively. As an attacker, it gets a little frustrating when a player back there is getting her hands on everything. It's not a perfect pass, but her ability to move and read in that backcourt really kept the Columbus Fury in the game. And then talk about a player that was their go-to player at the end of the game. I felt like we said Megan Courtney Lush more than any name there in the fourth set.
25-23 was the final of that fourth. We talked about the outstanding performance by Megan Courtney Lush, but meanwhile it was Claire Chassé and Amelia Dimitrova on the Grand Rapids side. Percentages were interesting, and I thought depth was interesting here today. We saw a few different players get rotated in, and we saw a few people get extra opportunities. Rise were already shorthanded without Kayla Caffey, without Nia Grant, and that's where an opportunity opened up for Alyssa Jensen. What was it about her performance today for you?
I mean, it was so great to just watch the team really cheer for her and cheer her on, like welcoming her into that starting role. She has tons of family here. She's a hometown hero, if you may say, for this area. So it's great to watch her play. She came in, made a great impact, came up with a couple of kills, couple blocks, ultimately ended up going out with an injury. Then you saw Sydney Bolding come in and make an impact right away. First point in, she had a kill, won the game there. So it's really great to see the Rise really rising up to the occasion, if you say, from the players on the bench.
They certainly did today. 25-23, the final of this one. They had to fix a few things, and it's hard because you're shorthanded. You're going up against the hottest team in the PVF here in Columbus. They've won 4 straight, so you got to find a way, and in this case, it was using some of that depth. We not only saw Alyssa Jensen, we also saw some decent time that was given to Morgan Fingal. We saw her come in, but we also saw Sydney Bolding, who had a couple of big plays, maybe earned herself a little bit more playing time today.
It was really great to see her just make such an impact on that first play kill. It's always a nerve-wracking. She is younger, coming in. It's a big stage. We had over 5,000 people here today. So just coming into that game and really making a statement was beautiful to see. And then you also saw Shannon Scully get more playing time. She has had some playing time, but only in the back court. To see her come in the front and really take on that outside role, that's huge to see. That's huge for your team as well. That just shows that in practice, everyone's pushing everyone.